Like we would Schaefer, the guy that would just the all you can eat place.
Yes,
Schaefer
yes.
Schaefer would do. We would just go there drunk, and he would just start trouble. Not two people, just because he was so loud. And he would be like, he'd be drumming on the table, and there'd be like always like one serious guy in there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, you stop!" And he's like, "Hey, man, I'm just beatboxing," you know. Welcome back, everybody. This is Jim from Inappropriate.
And this is Steve from Inappropriate as well.
You're listening to Baltimore's best podcast, and I am going to get right into it, Steve. I think I can just make your day. Actually, I don't know if I can make your day or not, but who would ever thought that Branson, Missouri is on the forefront of being the first at something?
Do you know the only thing I think I know this about Missouri? Doesn't it have like the shape of the state have like a little hook at the end of it?
Sure.
That's
I have no idea.
I'm probably wrong about it. I know nothing about Missouri.
Some of us may want to take a road trip to Missouri, wherever that is.
It's been a while since we've done a road trip.
Could this get us in the vehicle to go to Missouri? Missouri is the first test site of an all-you-can-eat buffet McDonald's.
What?
For $12.99, you can have unlimited Big Macs, quarter pounders, chicken nuggets, fries, hot pies, everything.
That is the most insane business model. How can McDonald's...
Supporters calling it the best deal in...
I mean...
I don't want my kids thinking 50 nuggets in one sitting is normal, one of the critics said.
All you can eat McDonald's for $13.
I mean, as a general life rule, if it's all you can eat for $13, it's probably not that great.
Yeah.
We used to have do you remember Ocean City?
The Paul Revere
Paul
Schmears. That's where I was just about to go.
Dude, it was $7.99. Now, I don't know what inflation would take it to now, but even back then, $7.99 in a resort town was fucking cheap.
Yes.
You had to buy your drink.
Yes, which was always an extra like $7.
I thought it was like $2 because I remember eating there for like $10.
Okay, yeah.
The food was fried. They just threw everything into a fryer, like fried shrimp. Like it might have been one of those tiny shrimp, but it looked like normal size because there's so much batter on it. Yeah. But when you're like 20, like you don't give a fuck.
Yes,
it was like you could get full for $10.
It was always when I went to Ocean City for senior week. It was like we're going out to Paul Revere's. And the line to get in that motherfucker was fucking
always
long.
So long. I remember them having decent desserts. Like they did have salad, so you could get out of there with not feeling like total shit if you tried. But like you're at a fucking $8 buffet.
Yeah,
you're not going for quality. You're going for quantity.
Yeah.
Everybody in there was just stoned or poor. Like
yes. Because usually it was just like all kids there. Because now being older. I would, if Paul Revere was still open, it would be like, oh, I went there when I was like,
oh yeah, no chance. It would give me a stomach ache to walk by that place and just smell that fried food.
Yes. Now we did, when we would do our guys trip, there was always one night that we decided to go out and have a group dinner, and we always went to another buffet place in Ocean City called the Bonfire.
My grandparents would go to the Bonfire. So I would go down for a week when I was younger. And like one day we would always be like, we're going to the Bonfire. And it was awesome. All you can eat crab legs and great seafood. So it just carried over to adult life. And we just went.
Yeah.
The night always ended horribly because that's what happens when you fucking cram so much fish.
It was always the worst thing in the entire world because we would go there and we would spend hours in there because we had one guy, or we've talked about him on the show before, our buddy Chris, who he would just pummel crab
bottomless
legs.
Pit.
He would eat so many fucking crab legs that you thought maybe they might say like you've had your limit of crab.
He might be the reason why they changed the
Yeah.
way that they do business. Before you could go up and get your own crab legs.
Oh, now they bring them to you?
No. There's a lady that stands with the little tongs.
Oh.
She gives you 2.
Really?
You can get unlimited, but only 2 at a time. And it's probably for fucking guys like Chris who would go there and just pile their plate with crab legs.
Yes.
And that's a smart thing to do,
Yeah.
value-wise.
What, to pile it?
Because that's the most expensive thing there.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
they had a lot of, they had prime rib and some other steaks and fish and so forth.
It was always funny because they advertised it by the foot of how big the bar was. It's like when you when you go there, it's
175 feet or something.
It says 150 feet of buffet.
Such an American way to advertise it.
I know. Because there used to be like, it was like the late night wars there. Like there were all these buffet places and they've all whittled down over the years.
Yeah.
And now you have fucking bonfires, like the king of the castle.
It's still so my wife and I would go there with the kids, and then the kids would eat nothing.
Yeah.
Like fucking 2 nuggets, but you still had to get, they might have had a kid's price, but
Yes.
But the last time we went, no alcohol was drank. The food was less than superb.
Yeah.
And then they had the 2 tongs,
Yeah.
It was $350 for 4 of us to go.
That's so expensive.
I felt like shit afterwards. And I knew it, like, because my wife knows, and if I go to buffet, like, whatever we had planned after that, don't, because we're not going. Because I'm going to feel like shit. I'm going to complain. I'm going to sit on the couch. And I'm shit my brains out. and then
forget later because you're hungry.
Yeah, forget all about how horrible I felt. We do it again next year. But that was a time where we vowed, because all of us didn't like it.
Oh yeah.
And it was like that was one expensive meal for no one to come out on top.
No one liked it.
So we were just like, never again.
Mr. Bonfire was just like, oh, another satisfied payer. I always, when we would do our guys trip and go there, the bonfire night, I was always so pissed that we were going to go to the bonfire all the time.
You never spoke up.
Well, because I'm trying to go ahead with the group.
Yeah.
But it would drive me up a wall that we would go there. The reason being is what you said, that after we go there, everybody
is in a food coma.
Is in a food coma, and we would do nothing that night.
Yeah.
It would be me trying, and even me, like I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do anything, but I would like try to, and then it's at that point where you like are forcing yourself to have fun.
Yeah, you don't really want to be there.
Yeah,
but you're like, hey, I only got 7 days to do this.
Yeah, and we'd always do it like the last night or something like that, and it would always fucking dry. I would always be like, God damn it!
Yeah, I wish somebody would have spoke up.
Now, another staple. Did you hear about what happened at Chuck E. Cheese recently?
I think, there's so much shit that happened to Chuck E. Cheese, but I think I know what you're going to say.
So, Chuck E. Cheese was actually arrested.
The actual Chuck E. Cheese.
The actual Chuck E. Cheese.
In the mascot.
Was taken out of Chuck E. Cheese in handcuffs.
When cops do that.
Because it's a cop cam footage that you're watching.
I feel like they're doing it because they're like, the guys are going to get a load of this.
They're trying to be funny.
Yeah, they know. They could have let the guy take off the fucking mask.
Yeah, because it's not his property anyway.
Right, like he's in this big oversized suit. Like you could be like, dude, all right, go change. How do they know that he was the perpetrator?
I don't. Well, he's a big ass mouse, so he's pretty.
Right, but did he commit the crimes in the mascot uniform? Hello, sir, are you Charles Cheese?
When one of the police officers went in, on the footage you can hear it, he says, "We're gonna have to detain the mouse."
See, that's what I mean. They were like, "This is going to be making its rounds on the internet."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was also a mom asking for a picture with Chuck E. Cheese, and then the police officer replied by, "Chucky's a little busy, ma'am." So he's just doing a bit. He's doing a bit the whole time. Jamel Jones, 41, was arrested.
What'd he do?
He was arrested for credit card theft. He was also in possession when they.
Please tell me, like crack pipe.
Marijuana. He had marijuana. But I feel like Florida is one of those states that it's probably still illegal.
Nobody gives a shit about weed anymore.
But it does just add to the story. So I should have just.
Let's look at the reality here. Take the credit card theft away, and if you're 41. I mean, granted, I don't want to knock anybody's job. Everybody starts somewhere. And if you're making an honest living, go do whatever. Like, you know, I'll never make fun of you.
Yeah.
But the fact that this guy had a side hustle of credit card fraud, I feel like it's all fair game. But if you're 41 and you are the Chuck E. Cheese mascot, I think you're allowed to smoke weed.
Yeah, I think you got to give that guy a pass.
Right. Like, drop those charges.
Do you think he was doing credit card, like stealing people's credit cards inside of Chuck E.
Now,
Cheese?
if that's the case, yeah, fuck that guy even more. The fucked up thing about credit card fraud is, you know, my card's been stolen more than twice.
Mm-hmm.
My card number, not my physical card.
Yeah.
And the credit card companies don't do shit.
No.
They don't care.
Did they just give you your money back?
Yeah, they just give you the you know, they credit it back, and then they send you out a new card, and they never go after the people.
Yeah, I the last time my card was stolen, or my card number was stolen, I was getting like pizza charges in like New York. They said it, and then I got a letter like 3 weeks saying that we've concluded the investigation, but they had already given me back the money. I didn't even fucking know
I think
what
that's
was going.
probably, and they probably just write it all off. You know, somehow. You know, there's a reason.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
that, but
There's probably a threshold, like a limit. Like how much money did they steal from you?
one of my cards got taken to a Best Buy, and like, who the fuck knows, and they racked up like $6,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll put these people on blast. Well, the business. Well, anyway, my dad bought, when he still lived here, there's a big screen store
Oh, yeah.
that sells big screen
screen.
TVs, and it was the first time my father ever used that card ever,
Uh-huh.
and he had it forever. And the next week, his card,
that can pretty much determine
the
where it happened.
only time he ever used it.
Do you sing in your car?
I'll talk in rhythm.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not a singer.
Yeah. So this woman this girl, she was driving in Pennsylvania and decided to sing Hit Me Baby One More Time by
I saw that video.
So she's such a good singer.
Like,
and she decides, and she flips her fucking car while she's singing.
and it was so weird because in the video, it doesn't look like the road makes a sharp turn. It's just like, was she just not gripping the wheel at all?
Yeah, it looks like she's doing the fist pump for Hit Me Baby One More Time. And
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what the fuck she did.
I think she drifted over in the other lane, said, oh shit, and then tried to overcorrect,
Uh-huh.
and then just flipped.
And she just fucking flipped.
What is she in, like a Yugo? I mean, what car just flips like that?
I don't know. Like, the fact that her fucking car flipped in that scenario, like, I don't know what the fuck was going on in front of her.
A tricycle? But that look after she's done, I've been there. Whenever you get like in a stupid accident,
Oh,
it's that, oh fuck. You know,
yes.
I've been in so many, well, I mean, knock on some wood, it hasn't happened recently, but when I was 16, actually 17, I totaled my car in 2 weeks. That right out the gate. And I hit a puddle going too fast, you know, and then I swerved over the WL lines and hit a parked car. And then you just feel like a complete idiot.
Yes, you always...
Your life just stands still. And you're just waiting for somebody that's like more of an adult to come into the situation.
You don't really know what to do.
No, like I just wanted to walk home.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, I'm just going to leave.
Yeah.
And someone will take care of this. You know, but, you know, I didn't. I had this old couple run me off the road before. It was
Really?
100% their fault. They pulled out 100%. I wasn't even speeding, but I was young, looked like an idiot.
Yeah.
And they ran me off the road, and I ran down into like this train tracks. Well, like you know how they have the big rocks around them, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
And I ran like kind of down this embankment, not like a steep embankment, but steep enough that I couldn't get my '86 Cavalier out of it. And I was just like, fuck. And I'm like yelling at them because it was their fault. And the lady was just like to her husband, and they were old. I mean, white haired old. You know, they probably saw me coming, and his reaction
Did they have a big ass like Cadillac?
Yeah, it was a big car.
Yeah,
like,
of course it was.
And he comes out and is like, how fast are you going, young man? I was like, I wasn't even speeding. You pulled out in front of me. And his wife goes, I told you someone was coming. And then he looks at her and is like, shut up. And then, so I'm standing there looking like I had a car full of people. And this redneck with a big truck comes by. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, they ran me off the road. He's like, you want me to pull you out? I was like, yeah. He hooked a fucking, you know, something, backed me up, hooked me up, got on the road. I looked at my car, it was a little bit of dent. I was like, all right, I'm out of here. I just left. Fucking left.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth
not even worth it. But it was just like one more ding, and then a deer hit me.
Yeah.
You know, like
I got one time I got got rear-ended in Baltimore City, and someone just ran straight into the back of me, and I got out, and this is forever ago. I had a blue Subaru WRX, and when I got out of the car, I was with our friend JJ he was in the car with me, and I got out, and the two girls were really attractive, and I was like, oh man, this sucks. And then I'm like looking at my bumper, and then I like look at their cars like got way more damage, and my car didn't have anything. And there was like a couple scratches, and I was just like, well, I'm good if you're good. But I always think like, should I have
gotten their number so you could stalk them?
I was just like trying to be the nice guy and be like, all right, I'm good to go if you guys are. And then thinking like they'd be so appreciative, but I was like, the zero game me. I was just like, fuck it. And then they drove off, and
yeah, they're probably like, we were so hot, we don't have to deal with this. You know what I mean? Like,
once again, if you're attractive in this world, you get so many benefits.
I was at a bar in Glen Burnie. I've been there one time in my life, and I don't know why. I think my actual car was in the shop, so I was using my parents' minivan.
Mm-hmm.
And I went there. I wasn't drunk, but I probably shouldn't have started.
Yeah.
Left. But I had parked it, and I wasn't very familiar with the van, but I had parked it with the wheels turned because I might have backed into the spot, and I didn't straighten out the wheels. So when I started it and put it in, it would just jerk to the right, you know, because the wheels are already there, and I hit the car next to me. Two people were inside of their car.
Oh, would you have left if it?
I don't even know. I didn't even have time to even think about that. But they get out. They were smoking weed.
Oh.
And they were like, oh, and, you know, all loud and shit. And I was like, you know what? Turn the car off. Go around. I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me call the police. We'll get this, go through the insurance. And then he was like, actually, no, man. Go ahead. You're fine.
That's a baller move.
And I was like, okay, you know, because I knew that they were drunk and high, and I was just like a little drunk.
Playing the odds there.
Right? Here's an accident that I was not a part of, but I witnessed it, and no one's going to fully get this unless you live in Maryland. But Dundalk, I was on Dundalk Avenue, and I was just kind of out of light, waiting to turn left, crossing over to the other street. Anyway. The car was coming, and the car in front of me was turning. The car in front of me turned. The car that was coming hit that car. Like, they both grazed each other, ripped the one bumper off, and then the passenger side mirror got ripped off of the other car. And they both just kept going. It was like these two beaters. It was like, bang. And I was like, holy shit. And neither one of them stopped. I was like, what? That will only happen.
Yeah.
Like two stolen cars or two people doing something wrong. And they were like, fuck this. I ain't stopping. And they just kept going.
That's so fucking, that shit happens so much in fucking Dundalk. Do you know, one time, I worked, I was walking to work through a parking lot and I worked at the Avenue, which is like a strip mall in Maryland, in White Marsh, and I was walking to work, and someone pulled out of their parking spot and hit me like while I was walking, and I flipped up on top of the car, and then
like because that's what happened, or you did it dramatically.
So they were just the woman in the car like gunned it out of the parking spot. I don't know what she was doing. She hit me, like clipped me in the side, and I rolled up onto the car and then rolled off of it and like landed on the ground, like ripped my pants, like, and
Damn.
it was all scraped up. And I get up, and it is the oldest woman in the entire world. And
did she play the oldness up?
She got out, and I don't even think she knew what happened. Like that she hit me. She just hit something and she might have hit a deer or something and got out of the car. Got out of the car so bewildered. And I'm kind of like in a daze. So I was like, I just got fucking hit by a car. And the woman was so old that I felt bad that I walked in front of her car and I just told her to go. And I'm like limping away.
Still to this day, she's dead probably now.
Yeah, she's probably dead now. But once again, she had a big ass fucking Cadillac or something.
And that's why the old people had those big ass cars.
Just so they can run. They can run into stuff. I know. Have you ever been to a Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, I've been a couple times.
Do you like it?
I mean, I never go.
You would never suggest me like, hey,
yeah, I'm never like, hey, let's go to a Cracker Barrel. But if I was always on like a weird road trip because they're just there on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And you're like, let's get some home fucking cooking or whatever they are, like the comfort food. You know, let's go get some comfort food. Yeah. Like, and I would say I don't have any bad things to say about Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Well, they changed their logo. So instead of having like the
old man with the barrel,
the old man with the barrel, they just changed it to like,
just say Cracker
Barrel. And people were so outraged because they were going to like remodel their store. So maybe they were trying to become like more modern and maybe appeal to like
the younger crowd.
Younger demographic. People complained so much. The outrage was so much about Cracker Barrel changing their logo and remodeling their stores that they abandoned the plans. So they put all the remodels on hold and decided just to keep
I kind of have to agree with that. I mean, I don't give a shit what Cracker Barrel does. It doesn't give a I fucking care less. But it has a certain style, right? And that the new logo, it looked like the Golden Corral. It just said it was just bland.
Yeah,
there's no style. There's no, and I'd rather have a place that has some type of style, even if I don't care for it, than a place that's going to just be super modern.
Yeah,
and still like when you go there, they have all the old timey stuff.
Yeah, it's like all over. It's
kind of cool. You know, they have a little store in the front. You know that you can sit there, and so I don't know what's wrong with it. So I feel like their clientele is dying because it is an older client, so they're not appealing to the younger crowd. But I think that has less to do with the fucking logo and maybe more to do with, I don't know, the food. You know, it's not very healthy food.
No, it's like
it's comfort food. It's something you go, like, it would, if they put these next to every campus bar area, it'd be packed.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like the
Honeybee in Glen Burnie. You ever been there?
No, what's the Honeybee?
It's like this little diner. It's 24 hours. You can go in there and almost do anything you want. At least you could back in the fucking late 90s. Like we was Schaefer, the guy that would just the all you can eat place.
Yes,
Schaefer would do. We would just go there drunk and he would just start trouble. Not two people, just because he was so loud. And he would be like, he'd be drumming on the table. And there'd be like always like one serious guy in there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, hey, you stop. And he's like, hey, man, I'm just beatboxing, you know. But he's like, you don't come to the Honeybee at 3 a.m., you know. Yeah. But it was just, you know, it's a place that like anything within those walls.
Yeah, like fucking Denny. It's like a Denny's.
It was just like a Denny's, but even worse.
I just love that the comments for fucking Cracker Barrel getting changed.
I mean, it turned political for no reason.
Everybody wants everything to become
God. And you know why it turned political? Because her glasses. The
CEO.
CEO's glasses.
The dark
Her. The damn dark rim glasses with that, I don't even know, kind of smugness.
Yeah.
But she might be making the right decision. I think this wrong decision of changing the logo, probably, like financially for the company.
Oh, yeah.
It might attract more people, but,
They show, so in this picture I have, it shows like their stock prices. And it's just
it's like a fucking sliding board.
It's just so they're trying to do something to save their business.
Yeah.
But it is funny that it's like one of the first comments is like once they just, this is the post that they decided, like they're like, we heard your voices and we're not changing. They're not changing. I'm not fucking leaving.
I ain't fucking leaving.
Somebody wrote, victory. Now fire your woke girl bosses and get rid of all your racist DEI policies.
Why does the internet have to go there so quick?
I know. Thank you, Cracker Barrel. I've been crying and throwing up nonstop since you changed your logo. To you, it's just a logo, but to me, it's a much deeper meaning. When I was 14, I choked on a T-bone steak in your restaurant and had to get rushed to the hospital. You might be thinking that's a bad thing, but in reality, it saved my life. While I was in the hospital, they were doing x-rays and found kidney stones in my eye. It wouldn't have been removed. If it hadn't been removed, I would have been blind in one eye. Because of this, Cracker Barrel has always been a special place in my heart, and it's hurt to see you guys change the logo like this.
Can you get
kidney stones
in your eye? I feel like...
And at 14...
Yeah. Something just crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Do you got a couple more of the comments?
I just brought that up on a whim.
So what if they pulled the Uno reverse? They were never planning to change the logo or remodel the store because it cost way too much money. But they just said they were to get people up in arms.
Because they knew everybody would.
Yeah, because people anything can happen, and then it's like, pick a side, motherfucker. You know what I mean? You with us or you against us? Like it could be anything. Nobody cares. Nobody cared about Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. No
Zero. If they didn't say anything and just change the sign, no one would give a fuck.
That's really true. No one would care if they'd be like, oh, Cracker Barrel changed their sign.
Oh, that's a stupid looking sign.
But
I'm still not going there.
But because.
Because they made all this whole thing, now it's a thing. And they're just like, now we're just going to go as planned and say, oh, we heard your voice. All of our loyal customers, come support us because now we listen to you.
I'm curious to see. Maybe that's slide is going to start going up now.
Yeah, that might be the greatest marketing thing I've ever heard, if that was how they planned on it. Yeah. Would be so fucking great. I would say I was an Elon supporter. I thought he was doing great things, right? Like he's this fucking guy. He's kind of hip. Like he didn't give a shit, and I still like that about him. Like he just doesn't give a shit. Like he finagled his way into the White House, and then was like, "Fuck you, Donald." And they had he's tweeting, bullshit at him. You know what I mean? Like, so I kind of like the rogueness, of unpredictability of him. And I'm for, I like the capitalist society that we're in.
Oh yeah.
I think I think there's a limit. maybe he didn't need, I think he just got $1 trillion in stock, from like his payment, I don't know if you need that much money.
It'd be nice to have, find a nice problem to figure out.
I wouldn't, there's no way that I would want that much money. There's nothing good can come from it.
You wouldn't want $1 trillion.
What value of your life would be if you had $1 trillion?
What do you mean? Like
nothing would have value because you can buy sports teams, you can buy TV stations, you can buy any material thing. Like there's no, and when you can buy it, The value was very low. Like when we were younger, I would stock up on Almond Joys.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, I'm going to get some almond because that's how much money I had. And I was like, I knew I was going to get punished. So I had, when you open up my sock drawer, I had Almond Joys lining the sock drawer because like I hoarded them. But now I could buy Almond Joys all day, every day.
Yeah.
I never buy them.
Because the value's gone.
Right. Because I don't like, before it was like, I only had enough money for an Almond Joy. I'm getting that Almond Joy.
Yeah.
But now I could go buy fucking cases and pallets of Almond Joys. Right? Like what? But why would I? Like I don't need that. I can go buy whatever I want. Kind of the same thing. If you can buy Lamborghini, like your first Lamborghini or whatever, your sports car or whatever, like, oh, I made it.
Yeah.
But then if you can buy 12 Lamborghinis, like that second or third Lamborghini isn't gonna make you happy. It's not making you like, it's diminishing returns. Like even the first Lamborghini after that first oil change, and you're like $3,000, or whatever, when it's just the car in your driveway, you're like, fuck. So after that, like, what do you spend that? Well, the point is, what do you need that much money?
Yeah, I
for?
guess when people have like when they just have that like thing where they just want more and more,
right? Because there's never enough.
They just want to have it just to have it kind of thing. But yeah, I guess I always picture that if I had $1 trillion.
Do you know how much money $1 trillion? Can you just say $1 billion? Like, do you know how much money $1 trillion is?
If you had $1 trillion, you would just do even with $1 billion, it says it's pretty much the same. I guess you have to. If you had $1 billion, it's the same thing, isn't it? I mean, you couldn't buy a sports team, but
you could. You might be able to buy a hockey team.
A WNBA team.
Oh, you could buy the whole WNBA league.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess I always was like, you know what I'll do? The first thing I always thought of was like, I'll buy a suite at the Ravens Stadium. That's what and I would just tell my friends to come every week. But I don't need $1 trillion to do that.
No. I mean, what's it, $100,000?
I don't know, probably something like that.
Yeah, I think it's probably more than that. But yeah, so to be that rich is only fun if you have the people around you, like your friends.
Yeah.
Like if you're the only real rich person in your whole friend group, what, like, you know what I mean? Like not I make more money, but like rich, wealthy,
yeah.
And all your friends are still the same. That's no fun because you don't work anymore.
Yeah. And then I guess then you would start to be like, because your friends would go out with you and they would expect you to pay everything
100% of the time.
100% of the time. Would you then would you start to resent that?
You would, certainly to a degree.
Because I'd be like,
because there has to be a value. Your friendship has, you don't use each other, but there has to be a value.
Yeah. Like if I was if I was a trillionaire and then you came and you were like, hey, why don't you buy a tent at Country Calling? I know it's not for me.
Right. And then everybody has the greatest business idea ever, right?
Oh yeah.
Like that's how all like new money goes broke, because all their friends have great business ideas.
Buy Cracker Barrel and change the logo.
Right. So I just think if you have enough money and you want to give all your friends enough so that they don't have to work, fine. But then you're like, you and I, great team. If we hung out every single day, you'd be like, get this motherfucker away from me.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Where it's just like after a while,
you don't need to fight, but you just another person existing in your space gets annoying.
Yeah,
regardless of who they are.
Yeah,
like it just
everyone needs their own. And then you would, with that, you would always have those like everybody would just glom onto you.
Yeah. And then the bigger the loser, the more they glom, because they don't got a fucking job. You know, they got all the time in the world.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I'll just go.
Yeah.
Do
So
this.
it's a very touchy pathway to if you were that wealthy.
Like, say I was a trillionaire and I hired you.
I think we could just go billionaire.
No, I just like to say the trillionaire. So okay, billion. If I was, just because a trillionaire is just like this, such a fucking crazy amount of money.
Isn't it like a million billion? Like a million,
Yeah.
a million billionaire.
Yes. That's I think
It's
that's
unfathomable. It's unfathomable.
It's
amount of
crazy
cash.
that somebody but say I have it and then I hire you like I something crazy. Like I'll pay you $1 million a year to open every door for me.
To wipe off the condensation from your drinks.
Yes, like I hire you to do something stupid, like open doors for you. Now, you being my friend, at what point would you be like, fuck off? Like,
I mean, I would say that right away.
Because I'd be like, I'd go to a door and like stand there, and you know, I'd expect you to be like, oh, hold on, let me get it, sir.
Right.
And then you'd be like, fuck you, I ain't doing that.
And there would be that kid or that guy that hangs around that's broke shit, always in between a job. That would be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, until he has to do it. And the reason why he doesn't have a fucking job because he can't ever do shit anyway.
Yeah.
So like the simplest job to open doors, you'd have to fire him.
Yeah.
You have to, and then of course then there's gonna be a fight. It's almost along the same lines. But say for instance your wife wanted to quit work.
Uh-huh.
And you made enough money where in theory it could happen.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know, if I don't have to work, we can just have sex every day. And then you're like, that could work. Until, like, if you actually did it, that first morning, she's like, fuck you, motherfucker. Go to work. And then I ain't your fucking sex slave.
And then what are you going to do?
You can't do shit.
You can't do anything.
Right.
You promised.
That's going to same thing that's going to happen to the guy that you hired to open your doors.
Yeah. Now,
I ain't your bitch.
What if you had all right enough money? God, I just want to.
If I had $1 trillion,
you had $1 trillion. What business that has gone away would you bring? Would you be like, I'm gonna bring that back just because I like it?
Like for the fuck of it, like
yeah, just
when I was just thinking of the most ridiculous idea, like a typewriter repairman business. You want like an actual business?
Yeah, like an actual thing, like Blockbuster. Would you bring back Blockbuster? Because it's like more of the like nostalgic thing.
No, because that will fall the way of like the Krispy Kreme. Remember that when the Krispy Kreme donuts came out and everyone was like, oh, they only sell like fucking 2 kinds of donuts, like, but they're the best donut. There was lines wrapped around a building, and then everybody goes, yeah, I want more variety. Right. So like the grand opening was like the grand closing. You know what I mean? Like they just kept going down. And I feel like the same way with like a Blockbuster would be like, oh, gather around, kids. This is how we used to do it in my day. And then they go rent a movie and they come home and they're like, oh, I don't have a fucking DVD player. go down the back. I think I still got one. You know what I mean? Then people realize, oh, I gotta return this now. I don't got time to return this. I gotta work all week.
Yeah, it doesn't work in today's society.
Right. People would go once.
If I had one thing, or is there?
Here's an idea.
What's that?
The Blockbuster, but it's a restaurant. So you can go there. They have all the shit. You can rent the movie, put it in the TV that's at your booth.
And then just watch it and
eat. While you're there, and then you can go return it back to the thing.
You have to do a modern twist on it. Yeah. So yeah, that's actually I actually like.
It's not a bad idea.
That's actually not a bad idea at all.
Just hit me. I'm full.
Because you would go to it and just be like, yeah, where are you going to dinner tonight? Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking just take the kids, watch fucking Lilo and Stitch. And
whatever movie, yeah.
Yeah, because they're not going to pay attention to it anyway. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. No.
And they have the VHS that you can't find Pump Up the Volume that much anymore. But they could probably have it on VHS.
So there,
or DVD. You could probably get DVDs there too.
There's this bar in Baltimore that when you go into it, they make one of those places where like the bartenders wear like an apron and you can't fucking. There's so much
the burgers
shit.
Are $22 and you sit on a fucking uncomfortable stool.
You can't get like a Miller Lite. It's all like some kind of
beer you never heard of.
Yes.
That they shame you for not knowing.
Yes. So you go there and then
the guy's a beard.
Yes, the guy has a beard, and you order a drink, and it takes like 20 minutes to make.
Everything's a la carte.
They got the burn like sage, and then fucking do it. So this bar has a fucking VHS place, a VHS thing, and they have a wall of movies, and you can ask them to put on a movie in the thing, and it's all like fucking weird movie. It's like
for sure
weird.
Is
like,
it on a
movies from
tube
the
TV?
90s. Yes, it's on a tube TV. They went like full board with it, and I always like the nostalgia thing, and I'm like, sometimes I think it's cool. I fucking hate that place more than anything in the entire world, and it's always like if the wife and I go out, we'll be like, let's go here, like it's because it's in Fells Point, and I'd be like, let's go here. Then like, well, let's go over here, have a drink, and then I'll be like, and then somehow I always walk in there and I hate it, but I can't stop myself.
I think then it's not the nostalgia that you don't like. It's not the VHS selection, even though it's weird. It's not the TV. It's the pretentiousness of it all.
Yes, I think that's
because they're doing it to be cool, not because it is cool.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas if you did like the Blockbuster thing, like that would just be everything. It wouldn't be like some hipster.
Yeah.
Be like,
Yeah, you're
this is vintage. It just is.
Yes. Like you would make, if you did the Blockbuster restaurant, you would have like everybody would wear the like yellow polo.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you ever know somebody that worked at Blockbuster?
I feel like I did. It might have been like an ex-girlfriend's friend. So no, I didn't know anybody now.
So I knew it's kind of the same scenario with me, but I found out that so when you had your card and you scanned it in Blockbuster, so your account would come up. Anyone could write notes about you on the thing, and they said that like the employees would write fucked up shit about the person, so that other employees would like try to get a get a laugh at. Like you would use it, be like, "This is a difficult customer," blah 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 blah. They would say that they had one where a guy would come in and he would sound like a woman, and if you said "ma'am" or something like that to him, he would flip the fuck out. So they would put in there like, "This is a man. This is a man. Make sure you address as a man." But then they would put like like, "This guy stinks like shit," or like.
Okay. So there was not a Blockbuster up the street from me, but it was like a one-off, but it was big. Mm-hmm. Like in where I grew up, it was the size of Blockbuster, but they had a porn section.
The one that was like in the back with the like.
That had the beads.
Yeah, it had the beads.
So you can always, so the employees knew when somebody went back there.
Yeah.
And then it was I don't ever think I rented an actual movie from there. But it's a funny observation. One, no guy makes contact in there. Eye contact. Uh-huh. And then every guy thinks they just stumbled in there. Oh, well, what is it? What is it? Oh. Oh, my back. You know what I mean? And I feel like there was a pathway. Nobody walked straight back into the back room. Like you walked maybe through the aisle around the perimeter, and then it's like, oh, well, while I'm here, I'll just, that was like the attitude, but everyone just went there for that. I hope that they don't have one of those systems, because some of the titles on, I was like, there was sometimes where like, oh, she's hot, I'm gonna rent this, and it was like some crazy title. You know what I mean? I'm like, I ain't going up there with that. Like,
like ass openers.
Yeah,
3.
like I don't know. It could be like big dicks, little vaginas. Attack or something. You know what I mean? Like something so fucking weird. I don't know.
And the picture was always like
a
the girl
Dickzilla
with the dicks all around her.
But it was just, I was just thinking, like, do they have that note system? I would love to get my notes.
Oh yeah, they probably.
I'll go up there on my bike, throw in my backpack. I don't know where to go from here, Steve. So I think we're just.
Yeah, I think we'll end it here. I'll tell you what, though, if I get $1 trillion, we are opening the Best Buy restaurant. I mean, the Blockbuster restaurant. It's happening.
I'm down. And
And
if you worked
and you
for
can
Blockbuster,
open my door.
I got great business ideas. You know how fast you can spend $1 trillion? I'm going to show you horrible business ideas. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out again. And maybe, as always, it's going to be a shock and a surprise
To everybody.
if we're back next week.
For Inappropriate, I'm Steve.
I'm Jim.
We'll see you next time.